So have you ever noticed how we often have a habit of making things seem more complicated than they really need to be, even if it's a simple thing? We do it in business, we do it in sport, we do it in everyday life as well. We convince ourselves often we need more information. If it was that easy, then everyone would be doing it all the time. Welcome to We Make Life Harder Than It Needs to Be, the hidden habit of overcomplicating success. Sounds a very complicated title, really, doesn't it? I'm Steve Woods. I'm a hypnotist. You might be watching this on a number of different platforms. Just keep it in mind, if you do make a comment, I may not see it straight away. I may not see it till after we finish the session, simply because they're just monitoring so many different ways. If you do want to get hold of me, direct message me is probably the best way. If you Google Steve Woods Hypnotist, you'll find me that way. Anyway, so let's talk about this issue around, confusing complexity with value, really, because we, as just mentioned, really, we often think that we need more information, we need better strategies or more strategies, we need to go on more courses, and I see that quite a lot when I'm out doing training. I'll often be talking to fellow hypnotherapists or want to be hypnotherapists, and I'll say, how long have you been doing this? Or I've been training for years, training for 5 years, 6 years. And they almost have this thing where they need one more course. They feel as though they need one more course in order to be able to do it. They feel as though there needs to be that perfectionism there. And of course, the problem is then when you go to that next course, someone will tell you about another one, and you'll think, oh yeah, actually I should do that, and then I could add that into what I'm doing, and then never actually get started. Sometimes it's planning as well, and I think, personally, I think there needs to be a plan, there needs to be direction, and that's often what I work with clients, but there doesn't necessarily need to be as much planning, because it often leads to overwhelm. I should say as well, I should have said at the beginning, we are going to do a little group session as well in a few minutes. We're actually going to work on this, simplifying things and getting that direction and getting that de-complicating things, if that's the right word to use. So simplicity is our way really to create consistency. So people who get on, I think I talked about this when we talked about confidence last time, and we talked about taking action leads to confidence rather than the other way around, trying to get the confidence first. And it's very similar, really, with being successful in something. We need to take action. We need to actually do the things, even if they're not quite right. I meet people and they talk about websites. Oh, my website's not quite ready. I'm not quite ready to publish it. But actually, if you get it on there with enough information on there for people to find you, things will start to happen, and then you can go in and fine tune it as well. So people might be doing those important things in a consistent way. That business, following up with the prospects, might be working on their routine in their golf, but might be starting to build up those habits as well. But so long as we don't get the complications coming in and the perfectionism coming in, actually those things will start to produce results. And that's what we'll talk about today in the session, creating that simplicity. Progress, I mentioned about this already. So progress beating perfection, actually getting on with it. If just now as I'm talking, think about something maybe that you've made more complicated than it needed to be. And often we realize afterwards, hindsight being a wonderful thing, we have those moments where it's, actually, I could have just got on and do that. I didn't need to make it as complicated. Or you've done this thing, you made it complicated, and then somebody said, why does it need to be that way? Actually, could you have done it this way, which is how you probably started out with it as well. And again, those small improvements, that repeated consistency will beat those occasional bursts of perfection. It will actually help you to get to where you want to be, but also get to where you want to be in the right way, because you're going to actually be doing it. So talking about it, let's do something. Let's do a little bit of guided hypnosis. So I know probably a lot of you have done this before, but a quick reminder for anyone who's new, you should only be doing this next bit when it's safe for you to close your eyes. So not while driving, not while operating machinery, or doing anything that might be a danger to yourself or anyone else around you. Finding yourself that somewhere to sit. Just put the little ticker across the bottom there in case anybody drops in on the live halfway through. So finding yourself that somewhere to sit, somewhere where you're okay to close your eyes. Be about 10 minutes or so. Keep an eye on the time. And doing just that, sitting comfortably, hands just resting comfortably, feet could be on the floor, they could be reclined as well, that's fine. But closing your eyes now, following my instructions. So starting to think about those little muscles that are in your face, those muscles in your cheeks, imagining those muscles relaxing, imagining those muscles getting soft, getting lazy, getting heavy. You might tense them up and let them go. You might just imagine them soft and comfortable and calm. There really is no wrong way for you to do this. Whatever way your mind chooses to do this is absolutely right for you. As your eyelids are relaxing, those eyelids getting nice and lazy, nice and heavy, nice and relaxed. Those eyelids so lazy, so heavy, so relaxed now that you don't want to, but even if you did want to, you just wouldn't be able to open your eyes. That's good. And then taking that feeling from behind your eyes, letting it move up over your forehead, up over the top of your head, down the back of your head, down into your neck, down into your shoulders. It's a wonderful warm band of relaxation, relaxing every nerve, every muscle, every fiber as it moves. As every deep breath, every firm beat of your heart now, it's helping to slow things down as you allow that feeling to continue to move. Moving down through your arms now, that nice, relaxed, comfortable feeling. Down into your lower arms, all the way down to your hands, to your fingers. Same feeling then, moving from your neck and your shoulders down through the center of your body, right down into your legs, moving down through your legs, right the way down into your lower legs, all the way down to your feet. From your feet, just letting that feeling escape into the floor, into the air, depending on where your feet are, and noticing that next great wave of relaxation, head to toe, following it down. And starting to think about a wonderful place, a perfect place. If you've done this session before and you've come back on the replay, or you've done similar before, going back to that same place. If you are doing this for the first time though, it's a wonderful place. It's a perfect place. It's your special place. Just you can go there. Just you and the sound of my voice. And go with that first place your mind gives you. It's the right one to go to. Finding yourself there now, being yourself there. It doesn't need to have any relevance on complexity or anything that we're working on. It's finding yourself in that place. Looking around, noticing the detail, letting that detail get better, brighter, clearer. Not worrying if that conscious part of your mind, it might sometimes wander to other thoughts, just like it might do in any conversation. If it does, you can just grab it, bring it back. Each time it comes back with more focus, more attention, able to stay focused for longer. Noticing the textures, things you can reach out and touch, things that you're naturally in contact with, sitting, standing, laying down in that place. Aware of the temperature, it's perfect. Even the sounds, even the smells, everything about it. Safe in the knowledge that if anything should happen where you are, where you're listening to me today, you become aware and alert, able to give it the attention that it needs. Anything happens with our internet connection or with the replay, again, becoming aware and alert, able to reconnect or restart. We don't need to worry about that right now, though, because right now I'm just going to count down from 10 down to 1, each number down, letting you step a level deeper, letting you sink a level deeper, whatever that level is for you. If you find your way into or back into that nice, relaxed, comfortable feeling. So starting at 10, feeling that step down to 9, stepping down to 8, every nerve, muscle fibers, it's relaxed, it's lazy, it's heavy. stepping down to 7 and 6. Still enjoying that wonderful place of yours, that perfect place. Just sinking down deeper and deeper down, stepping down to 5 and 4. Every out breath, letting you sink a little bit deeper into whatever you've chosen to rest on today as it gets softer and softer, more and more comfortable, down to 3 and 2. And all the way down to 1, nice and relaxed, nice and comfortable, enjoying that special place of yours, that perfect place. Remembering that in hypnosis, when we visualize, when we practice something, it feels very real. It feels as though we're there. It feels as though we're having that experience, we're releasing the happy hormones, the great chemicals. It feels really good. Creating memories, creating habits. So let's go and do that now. Let's step into something maybe where you are making it more complex. You might have already got something in mind before you even sat down to listen to me. It might be that you thought of something. It might be you think of something right now. But let's clear that clutter out the way. Let's move it out and see that one thing, that meaningful goal. It could be something you've been putting off. It could be that something that you'll be waiting for that next bit of information, or you thought you had. Now, though, as you get into that clarity of mind, actually starting to see that way forward, starting to notice how you can do that next step. What does that look like? What does that feel like? Just practicing it now in your mind, that next step of that goal, practicing it with a simple approach, an easy approach, an approach where you can actually see that you can do this. You can and will achieve this. Feeling good, feeling confident, letting that confidence grow. Being that version of you that you're able to be. That one simple next step of that particular goal that you've identified now. And releasing the interference, the overthinking, because it doesn't need to be there. You can let that go, like drifting off into space or just disappearing, just melting away, because the warmth, confident feeling melts it. That warm, confident feeling of that one meaningful goal, simplifying it, taking that next step and the next step and the next step, that one step at a time, realizing that you can do it and realizing what it will be like when you have done it, how it's going to feel. And then capturing those thoughts and feelings, those moments of success and achievement, capture them, make them yours, bring them back into this place of yours, this special place that you've created, and just take a moment to soak them in. Every cell, every part of you, smiling, happy, looking forward to this. Every cell, every part of you, down to the tips of your toes, tips of your fingers, top of your head. Every part of you smiling and happy, looking forward to the future. And then being in that place where in a moment I'm going to count from 1 to 5. On the count of 5, only on the count of 5, you'll smile, you'll stretch, you'll open your eyes, becoming fully wide awake, fully alert, feeling really good, feeling really well. You'll feel as though you've just had that really good sleep. Not been to sleep just yet, though, just been relaxed, just been hypnotized, just been highly focused. But when you do come back to being eyes open, having that great energized feeling, let's say as if having had a wonderful sleep. Subconscious mind, that inner part of your mind, remembers every moment, every instant of this session. Conscious mind as much as it would do from any conversation, and that's fine. Because it's the subconscious, that inner part of the mind, that makes the changes. Conscious mind does the thinking and planning. But now it's encouraged by the inner mind to do it in that more straightforward way, getting on with things, taking action, just from that short session. Generally feeling good. Maybe even better than you felt for some time. So 1, feel a little less relaxed. 2, feel a surge of energy now through your body, whole body becoming energized as that energy level builds up. 3, take a deep breath of cool, clear mountain air, filling your lungs with life-giving oxygen. 4, feel cool, clear mountain spring water wash the backs of your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your throat. Your chest clear, your stomach's clear, and your head's clear. Your nose, your mouth, and throat's clear. Your eyes are bright and shiny. And 5, eyes open, wide awake. Nice stretch, nice smile. Welcome back from that session of simplifying, of picking a goal, working on it. I'd encourage you to come back because you can use that hypnosis part of this replay as often as you like, and it reinforces it, it gets better, it gets stronger. Only so much, of course, that we can do in that short time, 10 minutes, just over probably. If you do want to have a chat, you can use the, in fact, I've got a QR code as well. Let's just pop that up there. So QR code up there, up that side, get that side right. You can scan that QR code. That'll take you to a form to fill in and let you choose a date and time for us to have a free chat. No obligation, just a free conversation, learn more about your goals, learn a bit more about hypnosis, and then you can choose or not to actually do some work from there. Or you can go to the website as well, and you'll see there's a link on there to book a free strategy session. If you do want to ask me any questions, as I may not see the chat, so because it's going out so many different places, if you don't want to ask any questions, direct message me. It's probably the simplest way. Or if you Google Steve Woods Hypnotist, then you'll find me, one of my sites, and then you can message through there, and happy to answer any questions as well. That brings us really to the end of this live. Thank you very much for joining me. Hope you enjoyed the session in particular. I hope the little bit of information before, sometimes it's enough. Sometimes we know these things, don't we? But it's like I do a lot of networking, and I'll hear the same thing said again that I've heard a year ago sometimes by somebody, and I'll think, oh yeah, I've not actually been doing that. Yeah, that it makes sense, but it's gone. We're bombarded with information. So hopefully the information at the beginning, the thoughts at the beginning, will help as well. Take care. Have a great rest of your day, whatever time you're watching this. It's evening time in the UK. Another warm spell for us. But have a great rest of the day, and look forward to seeing you soon. Take care. Bye for now.